Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, early learners. It's me, Mrs. Readwright. I'm welcoming you back to the art room. Remember that the art room is a place where we look at art, and we talk about art, and we create art. We also meet famous artists. Are you an artist? If you draw pictures, or paint pictures, or create sculptures out of clay or Play-Doh, or found objects, or cardboard boxes or pieces of paper. I've even seen metal sculptures. Or if you've taken photographs, those are all things that artists do. Well, I am an artist too. And every time we meet in the art room, I'm going to give you a clue that we're going to start our lesson by putting on my smock and my artist hat called a beret. Let me do that now. First, I get my beret. Remember the beret from yesterday? This is really kind of a deep, deep, deep pink. She had a red beret on yesterday. Today, I'm wearing this beret and kind of going to the side. And here is my smock that I put on to protect my clothing from materials in the art room. I'll tie it around my waist. You know, we talked about if you wanted to wear a smock to the art class, you could borrow a shirt from someone who's bigger than you are and just roll the sleeves up and button it up, cover up your clothes and keep them fresh. There we go. I'm ready. I think we're ready to sing our hello song. Let me turn the chart around. And you'll see our friends and the animals that we've been singing about every day. And remember, we talked about why we did mew instead of meow. It's because mew rhymes with you. Mew, you, they both say ooh. So let's sing the song and see if you hear other places where the rhyme for you comes in. Oh, the duck says quack, and the cow says moo, and the old red rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo. The sheep says baa, and the cat says mew, and I say good morning when I see you. Let's think back at the beginning of the week. We learned about lines, and then we learned about shapes, and then we learned about color, and then we learned about form. And today is form. Form has that or sound just like we heard in color. Let's do form and see if you can see and hear or in this. Or. Or. And what's the last sound in form? Form. It's the M. I like to remember the M because it's one stroke down, back up, a bump and a bump. Form. On Monday, when I opened the suitcase, there were straight lines, vertical and horizontal. We learned about thick lines and thin lines. We saw curve lines and zigzag lines. And we saw lines that made shapes. When a line touches itself, it makes a shape. And we had a circle or a dot. Now, a shape is flat, but a form has substance. It has shape all the way around. This, if it's laying on my lap, you really don't see it. What about if I bring this form out? This is a circle that has made itself into a form. The form is a sphere. A sphere is what a ball shape is. And this orange is almost a ball shape. It has a little bump up here, but we're looking at this to make it look like something that has form and is very much in the family of the circle. We're going to take this while we look at the print we're studying today. This print is made by Caillebotte. But Caillebotte did all kinds of work in Paris. And later on in the week, we're going to see one of his pictures that he painted with just one color. Black and white mixed together. You are going to find it so interesting. We're going to take these forms and use them today in our artwork. Let me stand up and go over there. I'm going to put the orange in my pocket because I think I'll use it. Oh, maybe I better take out Vincent van Gogh so he doesn't get smashed. Do you remember him when we learned about the bedroom? Let's take him out. Oh, and we talked about making a kazoo. I think we better do that soon too. Let me go over here. Here is our print. It's by Gustave Caillebotte. And Caillebotte used form in his picture. He has all kinds of things in this picture that are all fruit. And fruit is being shown or displayed on a stand. Have you been anywhere where you've seen fruit displayed on a stand? Grocery stores sometimes have the fruit in layers down, and you pick the top one and some from this side. It's being displayed or shown on a stand. This doesn't look like a grocery store, though. Where does this look like it might be shown? Did you say farmer's market? I think it's at a farmer's market. Here they have some mangoes. Here are some apples. They look small because they're toward the back. Here are oranges. Here are apples closer to the front, so they look bigger. These are blueberries and blackberries. I don't know what kind of green berries these might be. Here are some figs. Here's some yellow fruit that look like they might be apricots and pears. And these look like they might be tomatoes. When you want to make a painting and you want to use your pastels, you can make them look like a form rather than a shape by shading. Now you know what shade is. If you're in a park and you go near a tree and the leaves are on the tree and the sun is blocked by it, it shades things and it's darker down below. That's what we do when we make something have a form. We have to shade it so it looks like some light is hitting it, but some is also in the shade. And I'll show you how on our picture over here. If you have brought your paper and your crayons or your pastels, you can draw along with me because we're not going to use any water or paints today. But I'm going to keep this in here because I think it will help me when I'm drawing and coloring. Maybe I'll bring this with me over here. I'm going to start out by making my fruit large. I want to make the fruit large and fill up my space because later I might want to cut it out and do another piece of fruit and put them on display and let other people see all of the fruits I know how to paint. So I'm going to start out by just kind of sketching around and make my circle for my orange. I think I filled up the space pretty well. Now, in order for this to look like an orange, I took out of my box the orange, the red, and the brown. I'm going to color in a circle, and this is the side where I want the light to hit it. So I'm going to do it lighter on this side and darker on this side. See how my shadow of my hand makes a picture on here? So I'm going to take the orange pastel, and I'm going to go around the outside so where everyone can see it. And I can wait slowly while you make yours. Or you can draw yours later. just think about the directions I gave, and you can also go to the website and look at this again on another day. So I'm going to go around and around and around on my dark side and around. Look, curve line, curve line, curve line, curve line. I'm going to go lighter on this side, curve line, curve line. Notice I made my voice go quieter so I don't press as hard. Curve line, curve line, curve line, curve line, curve line, curve line, curve line. Now comes my job of my finger, and I start smearing it in, and where I've pressed harder, it's darker. And I still think it makes it look round, but I can make it look even more like a form and less like a shape by adding in some of my red so it looks like it's shaded on this side. And I'm going to hatch, hatch, hatch. Watch me. Hatching is just making diagonal lines. Hatch, hatch, hatch. I'm going to get smaller as I get to the top. Hatch, hatch. And I'm kind of curving. And I'm going to cross hatch it. Cross, cross, cross. Cross, cross, cross. Cross, cross. I want to go over a little bit more of it in orange before I start blending it with my finger so it will look even darker. If we don't get to finish this today, you know what I tell you. Work on it. Work on your own. And you can send a picture of you working on it, or you can show it completely finished, and maybe we can show it on air. If you send it to us, they'll put the address up and just, oh, they did, look, there it is. I'm going to smear it in and get it, and you can see I need to do a lot more smearing and a lot more hashing, but let me have a seat so that we can say our goodbye song and talk about what we're going to do tomorrow. All right, you knew the difference between form and shape. Let's say goodbye to all our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Give a smile and wink your eye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, my goodness, I can tell you more. I wanted you to know that tomorrow you will need scissors. If you have colored paper or a glue stick, bring that tomorrow, because after we finish our art, we'll put it in our portfolio. And I want you to know that you can do this art with me tomorrow by bringing those supplies. Boys and girls, see you tomorrow.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.